Hey guys, welcome back to Triple L Rustic Designs. In today's video, you can call me Chips Ahoy because we're making cookies. Check it out. Good morning guys, welcome back to the sawmill. Today we're going to be cutting some cookies on the sawmill using the Wood-Mizer Cookie-Mizer Jig. You recently saw that we upgraded our sawmill to the LT40 wide hydraulic sawmill, and with that purchase we ended up getting a Cookie-Mizer Jig, which is an attachment that goes on the sawmill which makes making cookies or wood slices extremely easy. Before we get started this morning, I want to update you guys on Zoe. She's not going to be out here with me today, but she is doing great. We have less than 2 weeks before the baby comes, but I have a huge announcement. Zoe just launched her clothing company called the Zala brand. As you guys know, Zoe is often wearing leggings in our videos out here, and that is because she's been working to create her own company, the Zala brand. Zoe created this company to provide comfortable and quality leggings to women all around the world because she receives hundreds of messages and emails every day from people asking about the leggings that she's wearing in this video. I would encourage you guys to visit thezalabrand.com. Guys out there watching, head over there, get your wife, get your girlfriend a set of these leggings, and she won't be disappointed. So let's talk about the Cookie-Mizer clamping jig. With this compact unit attached to the sawmill bed, you can start producing your own wood cookies in a safe and efficient way. The Cookie-Mizer is a useful attachment that adds value to every short log by turning them into small tabletops, walkway steps, round shelves, and many other popular items for decoration. The Cookie-Mizer clamping jig uses two V-shaped log clamps, one sliding and one fixed. The clamps feature sharp teeth to secure round logs while sawing them in an upright position up to 20 inches in diameter at the base. The minimum log diameter is 5 inches with the cutting height between 1 inch and 24 inches. For logs that are not perfectly round, the sliding clamp includes extra rotation for better securing irregularly shaped logs. Additional spacers for higher clamps will allow a better grip on some irregular logs. There are several mounting options available for the most popular sawmill types. You can fit the Cookie-Mizer onto 3 different sawmill bed types: the LT15, the LT20, LT40, LT70, and the LX100. All installation sets have been designed for quick and effortless mounting onto the bed. Sawing on the Cookie-Mizer is safe for the blade and material as it features a blade safety indicator. Before starting the blade, lower the blade to touch the top of the safety indicator to avoid any potential damage to the Cookie-Mizer. So now that we have the Cookie-Mizer installed on the sawmill and we've talked to you a little bit about it, let's go grab some logs, bring them over, get them cut down to size, and show you how this thing works. So with this Cookie-Mizer jig, you could use a wrench and a 1/2-inch socket, or the easiest way is getting an impact driver, getting a little 1/2-inch socket for that, and then you can clamp your log down in a matter of seconds. And now that log is nice and secure, locked down, ready to make our cookies. If you guys have a sawmill and you've ever tried to make cookies before, you know that it is pretty difficult to try and get a log set up like this, sturdy enough that you can make clean cookies. One of the most common methods is the person will take the log like this, stick it down into the sawmill, and then ratchet strap it to the sawmill. That works, but it's nowhere near as easy and stable as this is in this Cookie-Mizer jig. If you guys have a sawmill and you're watching this, I'm pretty confident by the end of this video, you're gonna want one of these Cookie-Mizer jigs. But we've got this Eastern Red cedar log locked down. Let's head back to the mill, crank it up, and start making some cookies. When getting our logs ready to be used with the Cookie-Mizer, we found that the best method is using the chainsaw to cut the logs down to 20 to 24 inches. We've noticed that if you cut your logs around that size, they stay nice and stable, clamped inside the jig. So we're gonna cut this log into 1-inch cookies. The first thing we need to do is make a top cut. That'll give us a nice, clean, flat cut, and then we'll work our way down, making 1-inch cookies all the way down to the bottom. So as you can see, that took only a couple minutes. We got some perfect cookies. We got our top cut, made a nice clean reference cut, and then made these 1-inch cookies all the way down. Beautiful Eastern Red Cedar cookies. Nice round with the red in the middle. And that AccuSet 2 on this Wood-Mizer LT40 makes quick work of this because it automatically calculates the math to make these 1-inch cookies every time. So it goes really fast through this process. What's really nice is that at the end of your cutting, you usually have a thick enough piece to either make a bowl blank or a really thick cookie, but this is the greatest part about this Cookie-Mizer. Watch how simple it is to take this out, put another log on, and get back to cutting. And just like that, we have another probably $100 in cookies. Guys, if you don't know anything about cookies, just pine cookies, like a dozen pine cookies, sells for around $80 to $100 on Etsy.com. Now these Eastern red cedar cookies, you can probably sell for even more. So I would probably sell these Eastern red cedar cookies for about $10 a piece once we kiln dry them and sand them perfectly flat. So now that you've seen how to cut the cookies, I'm gonna show you how we stack the cookies on the pallet to prepare them for kiln drying. So the first thing we need to do is cut our stickers down to 48 inches. We found that 48 inches is the perfect size stickers for our kiln carts in our Nile L200 Pro container kiln. Now that we have 48-inch stickers, we'll set it up for 2 stickers under each row of cookies. And then we're only gonna take the exact same size cookies for each row. So today we're gonna be cutting 1-inch cookies. So the only ones we won't put in there are these thicker bottom pieces that are left when we're done cutting, and those top cuts that are all crooked. We're stacking these cookies in a way that when we put it in our kiln, they'll be set up where the airflow can go through the stack of cookies and dry them properly. All right. So previously we cut Eastern red cedar cookies. The sawmill blazed through those. Now we've got some camphor logs. As you saw, I grabbed that camphor log out of our camphor pile, chopped it down into some smaller, about 20 to 24 inch pieces, got it clamped down on the Cookie-Mizer, and now we're gonna chop it into 1-inch cookies. So not only are these camphor cookies, these are spalted camphor cookies. I had no clue that the camphor could get spalted on the inside, but when these are dried and sanded and put some oil or some epoxy finish, these things are gonna look awesome. Really cool spalting in there. All right guys, as you just saw, we just cut somewhere around 100 cookies, and that equates to around $800 to $900 in about an hour and a half. If you have a Wood-Mizer Sawmill, I would highly recommend you pick up one of these Cookie-Mizer jigs. They make quick work making these cookies, and they can be extremely profitable. We're gonna keep cutting logs into cookies. We'll get them dried in our kiln and get them posted on the website for sale. So if you're out there watching this and you're interested in buying some of these, head over to triplelrusticdesigns.com and you'll find these cookies and many other products. As I stated in the beginning of this video, we are less than 2 weeks away from having our baby, so bear with us. We're gonna try and keep up with the YouTube videos, but we are gonna have our hands full for the next couple weeks. Once again, Zoe just launched her clothing apparel line, the Zala brand. I will have a link to that in the description below. I highly encourage you to head over there, buy your girlfriend, buy your wife a nice pair of leggings. I guarantee she won't be disappointed. If you guys like this video, watching us make these cookies, go ahead and smash that like button. Drop a comment down below on what kind of cookies you want to see me make next. And as always, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss all the future videos. We'll see you on the next one.